Welcome back to another live stream with Cuppers. I'm your host, Dorothy, and we're going to be going through all things Bialetti today. So for those of you that don't know, this is what a Bialetti Mocha Express looks like. It is a stovetop espresso maker. So you can make all of those delicious espressos that you make without getting one of the giant, like big Marzocco Stratas, fantastic rocket apartamentos. You can sort of do a little home hack this way. It's one of the ways we're going to show you how to make espresso. It's pretty straightforward. You can see I've got a little stove set up here, a little camp stove. So we're going to play with fire. It's going to be awesome. The one that we're using is this 6-cup Mocha Express. So stay tuned. Oh, I'm going to do a couple other things first. First of all, I'm going to wash my hands. Second of all, I'll just let you guys know, if you have any comments or questions throughout the live stream, please feel free to drop a message in the comments there. I have Steph with me today on the computer. She'll be relaying your questions and comments to me, and I'll be trying to answer those as quickly as possible, or we'll answer them in the comments via Cuppers. There's just a little bit of a lag from when it gets through you to the internet to Steph to me, so feel free to just hang tight. We will try and get to those questions as quickly as possible. All right, wash your hands. Alright my friends, today for our Bialetti Mocha Express demo, we're going to be using Sumatran mandolin. I like to think that we don't make any mistakes here, but even Cuppers staff sometimes misgrind coffee, so we have a little extra of this and we're going to use it today for our demo. Alrighty. So with the Bialetti, what you want to do, and this is kind of a fun part about what makes espresso, is that it's the pressure. So you can use our espresso makers, and when we tamp it and when the water goes through that really condensed space, that's the pressure that makes it espresso. In this one, you get this little basket that you're putting it into. With this though, you never want to tamp your coffee. And then underneath that is where you'll put your water into that part there. You can see there's like this belly button on this side. That's a pressure release valve. So if it does build up too much pressure, this will keep your thing from blowing up, which is good. You don't want that. It's kind of messy. I'm going to use hot water. You can use cold water and bring it up to temperature, but you don't want to scald or burn those espresso grinds at all. I'm just going to start off with hot water in here so that we can go a little bit faster through this. Janine says hello. Hi, Jean. Janine. Oh, Janine. Sorry. Hi, Janine. With that pressure release valve there, you never want to fill your Bialetti water level higher than that. That's going to be the highest you want to fill it to. Plop that little filter in there. I don't know if you guys can see this kind of here. And then I'm going to scoop in some coffee. The other bonus is you don't want to have the heat too high if you can help it. You can try and have it be just a low amount of heat and not too wide of a flame if you're using a gas stove, just because you don't want to melt the plastic handle on here either. It's really hard to deal with your espresso. The grind for Bialetti is a little bit coarser than your standard home espresso machine, but a little finer than what you would use for your drip machine. So we're using on our machine, it's a 5 on our 9-point scale. While that may mean not very much to you, I'll show you here what a scoop of that looks like. It's quite fine. You can see it there. Hi Jean, thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to twist the top on there. I'll show you guys before we get started too. You can see inside here, there's this little spout part. When it starts to boil, the coffee's going to be forced through this other filter in the bottom, and it's going to start bubbling up through this little part here into the carafe, and then we'll be able to pour it off and drink it. The only part that you'd ever have to replace on your Bialetti is this little gasket in here. That can just get a little worn over time with the heat and cooling. And we have those packs like this. They're a 3-pack replacement, so you can get a good use out of that. You never want to run your Bialetti with no water in it. I know that like you've not had coffee yet. It's early in the morning, but that will definitely melt your gasket, and it can melt the Bialetti too if you have it on really, really high heat. Again, don't recommend it. It's so warm. Hot water is hot, you guys. This just in. Alright, so I'm gonna pop this bad boy on here, start this fire, and keep my eyebrows. There we go, we're cooking with gas. Alright, put that little guy on there for a couple minutes, let it do its thing. I'm gonna put it on medium heat again so that this doesn't melt and so it doesn't burn that espresso. I'm gonna seal our coffee back up here. All right. Yeah, Bialetti, like it's a very trusted Italian brand. They've been around as the box advertises since 1919. Oh my goodness. So they know what's up. They've got a lot of really cool products. They make mocha express pots all the way down from a 1-cup size, which is, this one is $44.95. We do have silver ones too, like the one I'm using. Those are $51.95. All the way up to like an 18-cup one, which is monstrous. Like this is a huge amount of espresso. But I mean, if you're getting really caffeine desensitized, or you just want to try some fun experimentation with your own body, see how much coffee you can take, then that's fine too. You know, how much coffee you can handle. We also have really cute like specialty collectors ones, like this guy. This is the last one. It's sort of just waiting patiently for its home. And it's got like a little heart on it. It's a Valentine's one. Some of you cuppers enthusiasts may recognize, only the true diehard fans, may recognize this beauty that has lived up on our shelf. You can't see it right now, it's over there, kind of behind the airplane. You guys know what I'm talking about. So this like espresso machine has been living up there, and I have never like taken it down to look at it, but it's got the full deal. You can steam your stuff, you can pull espresso shots. It has single and double espressos, and it's fully like Bialetti brand mocha pot style espresso machine, which I thought was pretty funny that they were doing that and that we had one here. So if you guys have ever used one of these, let me know because I have questions.
Janine says the 1-cup one is really cute, and she really wants a G-bomb. And Lindsay says it's just like we're camping. Said we wish we were camping.
Janine, I wish I could make you a G-bomb. That would be the best. I miss making drinks. One of my friends here, she asked me to make her a tea latte the other day, and when it was ready, I like put it on the counter and called it out into the store as I would if I were still baristaing. So that was really nice to give me that like flashbacks of better, more socialized times, I'll say. That was pretty fun. So maybe one day soon, but we're trying to stay safe and mindful, and we want to make sure everybody's healthy. Another couple cool things we've got here are this little mini express. So it looks kind of like a espresso shower head, which is essentially what it is.
It's the dream shower.
It's happening, you guys. Oh, I always make a big mess. So it's starting to do this little thing. I can hear it, you cannot. It's bubbling very nicely.
Open it up again, you can see it a little bit.
So you might be able to see that. Oh, it's making a big old mess.
Sorry.
It's doing its thing. Steph's like, open it up, it's a great idea. That's okay. What's a coffee shop without a bit of a mess? Oh, it sounds so nice, you guys. This is like giving me such a good coffee feeling in my belly. Like, I'm so excited for this.
Those cups for me.
Yeah. You can see it steaming. It's awesome. And you can hear it when it's finished. Like, it'll start to sort of sputter. You know it's not got any water left in the bottom. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So I'm going to turn this bad boy off.
Janine says, stay safe.
I'm going to let it sit for just a second to cool down. I don't want to burn anybody. And I'll show you, Bialetti also has branched out a little bit from their espresso, and they've done, I know you guys saw this in our pour over demo, but they've also done a little cup pour over. So the top part is a little basket you can put your coffee and your filter into, and then the bottom part is just your mug. So you can pour it like, I feel like this would be a really good one for your home office that you've now set up. You have your little pour over here, get your kids all trained up to set the kettle for you. Make it a whole family affair, it'd be really nice.
Oh, it smells so good.
Oh yeah.
Wafting
This is
over
the good
here.
stuff. All right. Careful, it's hot. So, okay, wait, hold up. Look at this, you guys. Ooh, dang. So nice. That's fantastic stuff. So rich. Oh my goodness.
Jean says they have 2 Bialettis at home and they both get plugged. What would be the cause of this?
Ah.
She usually gets it ground out of 5 from Cuppers.
Yeah. Thanks, Jean. Great question. If they're getting plugged, one thing that we could try. Sorry, I got turned around. Safely passing Steph for coffee. One thing you could try is we could grind it a little bit coarser for you next time. Do you find that it's getting plugged as in the water's not going through, so you're still having a lot of water at the bottom? Or, because then I would say you need it a little bit coarser. But if you're finding that, I'm not sure. I think we just need to try a new grind for you. I'll have to wrap my head around that one for a second. I'm getting a little turned around on myself. The other thing too is just like I would take a toothbrush to it every few uses just to make sure, because it is quite a fine grind, to make sure that you're able to get those filters both pretty clean. It shouldn't, like, that's its job, so it should be able to do that, but this one, the mesh is finer. You can see it's finer on the top than it is in the bottom. So it might just need a little TLC to it, especially if it's well used, well tempered.
Lindsay asks if the Bialetti is like the espresso version of a perk, and just what the difference between like a camping perk.
Yeah, great question, Lindsay. Thanks so much for asking. It is it's a similar style where you're getting percolated coffee, but in the Bialetti mocha pot, the coffee is contained. Like, it's not rising and falling. I know in some percolators it's a bit of a basket, but you're not packing it as much. So this way it just goes through the coffee one time and it's not like interacting at all. I haven't had a chance to use a lot of percolators, so I wish I could say I was more familiar with that brewing style. So you will get more intensity from this flavor just because of that pressure element. But they both, I know percolator coffee is like notorious for being like cowboy, campfire side. We even have the Coalbanks Joe is like our coffee for percolators, if you've ever tried that one. It's really awesome. The one I usually use for this one when I'm recommending it to people is the San Francisco Espresso, because it's the most Italian style. Although again, you can use whatever coffee you like. It's fantastic. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if you can see that. It's so dark and delicious looking. Oh my goodness.
It's thick like pudding.
Steph says it's thick like pudding, so if that's what you want in your coffee, we've got the thing for you. It's gonna be so hot.
It is really hot. I have no skin on my tongue.
Yum! Oh my goodness, you guys. That is so good. Yum. I always forget because I never use Bialetti at home. Every brewing style gives you a little bit of a different flavor, so that's awesome. And I've never tried it before with doing hot water first, so that may have also influenced the flavor. Very exciting times, you guys. I'm learning along with you. It's fantastic. I did want to take a minute to talk about our parking lot service. So as some of you may know, on Monday we opened up our parking lot service again. So you can come to our parking lot if you've ordered already, and we will be able to bring out your order. We just ask that you give us 2 hours advance notice. So when you give your order online or through the phone, give us a little bit of time to get that together for you. And when you pull up to one of our numbered signs. It'll say, please stay in your car, and there'll be like a big number in a circle. And then our phone number for the store here, so you can call us, and you'll say, hi, it's Dorothy, I'm here to pick up my order. Or, you know, whatever your name is, that'll be less confusing. And, and you'll say which numbered stall you're in, and we'll grab your goodies, which you've got prepackaged for you since you gave us so much notice. It's very kind of you, thank you. And then we'll bring that out to you. And it's all contactless. We'll leave it either on your car or just in front of your vehicle. So you can grab it, and it's really been very nice actually to see so many of your smiling faces. I miss you guys a lot, so it's been really, really awesome. The other thing too is that we are doing basket service a whole bunch. Today is Admin Assistance Appreciation Day, so lots of admin. I mean, no spoilers, but I know some people have been getting some goodies from us. There's also birthdays all the time. it's Earth Day today. You should get baskets for that probably, but like full of green things. There's Mother's Day is around the corner. There's always occasions, and it's just a nice little pick-me-up. We have a few examples online on our website, cuppers.ca, but we will ask that you call in your order because there's some specifications we'll have to ask you about. There's just so many options, and the basket place, they have more options than even we have on the floor for things to put into their goodies. It's fantastic.
Lindsay would like to know if she can use a ceramic or glass stovetop with Bialetti or if it has to be gas.
Great question. Thanks, Lindsay, for that. You should be able to use whatever stove you're working with. I know myself, I was raised using a gas stove, so I'm very familiar with that, and it's been a bit of a learning curve working over to an electric stove. I have a glass top at home, and I think it would be fine. It's just, I'm not sure. You might just want to try and work with that a little bit, because I know they can get really hot weirdly slow. Like, they take some time to heat up as opposed to the gas stove where you get heat right away. So maybe just have your Bialetti on there from the beginning so it's going up with the heat. It should work just the same. You might have to play around a little bit with the temperatures. I'm not sure if it goes up to like a 10. I'd put it kind of on medium heat, and that'll be perfect for you.
Talk about the induction one as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We also have an induction one. It's only in the 6 cup, so this size here. And so if you have an induction oven, you can use that. The other thing too is, I'm not going to touch it because it's really hot. There's this like squiggly thing here that we have, and that can also help be a heat transferal method for using the induction one. Although, if you have an induction oven, I do just recommend getting the induction Bialetti because that'll be exceptional. It's going to be a game changer. I'll give you guys a chance to ask any other questions you have. It's been awesome to visit with you. It's like you're really here. I'm so excited to celebrate Earth Day. This is my favorite day, you guys. This is the best day that I can think of. And the weather is so nice. I couldn't have asked for better Earth Day weather. If you have any questions, I'll let you fire them away. I'm just going to sit here and sip my coffee. It's like we're at a coffee shop together. It's cute. Cheers. All right. And hearing none, I'm going to leave you guys for the rest of your fabulous Wednesday. Thanks so much for tuning in. Of course, if you have any questions after the live stream is over, we'll be happy to answer those. Give us a call with your order. We love talking to you guys. We miss you a lot. And keep being safe. Stay home. Enjoy good social distancing if you're heading outside. And thanks again so much for tuning in. I love you. Mwah.